Hello everybody, I'm Zach. Today I'm going to be trying to speedrun the DC Metro in the shortest time possible.
Before we start, I'll briefly describe the route I'll be taking. It's mostly a similar version of the route Classy Whale took, but adapted for the recently launched Better Bus Network and a few other service changes. So shout out to Josh for planning most of the route. If you watch his video, you'll see it was only one transfer near the end that caused him to miss the record. So I wanted to give it another try. If you want to see the full route, go ahead and check out this Google Doc. But the summary is that if all goes right, I'll finish in 7 hours and 27 minutes, 7 minutes faster than the current record. Will I beat it? So far the blue line is going okay, but only 2 stations in, the transit app looks like this. It'll be a tight one.
There it is, pulling into the station right now. See if I can make this. Come on, please stop, please stop.
Doors opening on the left.
Please stop. Oh, I'm right in front of the escalator. Okay. Made it once again.
Next stop is Line Tower Avenue.
Both saying the same time.
Doors opening on the right.
I think that means I just stay on this train. I just need to make sure that no other train pulls in and should be fine. And here we go. We just got to stay on the same train.
Opening on the left.
Alright, I gotta try this and put this in the video. Doors opening. This is a yellow line train to Mount Vernon Square, 7th Street, Convention Center. When boarding, move to the center of the car. The next stop is Potomac Yard.
At Huntington, even though crazy speedrunners like me are the only ones who would make this transfer, it's actually easy to see where the next train is just by looking at the displays and seeing which clock is lower.
Alright, there's... It's what is it at? That's a yellow line. It's not mine. Very good. A long way of transfer here. And just like that, there is my train.
Branch Avenue when boarding. Move to the center of the car.
And we are holding in Waterfront. See it up there. I hope shortly really means shortly. That's all I'm gonna say. And we are on the move again. There we go.
A 2-minute hold like this might not seem like much, but as you'll see in just a moment, it can be the difference between making or missing the next train, by extension, the next few trains.
Alright, currently pulling into Branch Avenue.
Doors opening on the right.
Just gotta make that 153 train to the north. Oh, come on, do not close the doors. Oh, man. That's the first big miss of the day. So he's gonna go. I guess I gotta be right back on this one. So this one leaves. This one that I was just on is the one I was originally scheduled to get, but I could have definitely gotten one cycle ahead. Maybe made a different bus if I'd have gotten that other Green Line train. For now, I gotta make it to the back though to get off at L'Enfant Plaza once again. So that is what I'm gonna do.
Even if you miss one train, however, it isn't over. I was informed by the Transit Speedrunning Discord that there was an earlier Blue Line train I had a chance at making, even on my current train. So shout out to them, and if you ever want to speedrun a transit system yourself, go join them at the link in the description. Now back to possibly getting one cycle ahead of schedule.
Doors opening on the right.
Alright, there was an earlier Blue Line. Let's see if I can make it. It'll be huge if I can. I don't think so. Yeah, I left the station already. I tried though. Alright, there's one in 5 minutes. That's the one I was trying to make, so I'm just still going to plan right now. Alright, this is the original train I had in the schedule. Walk back to the little bus. What's it do?
Center of the car. The next stop is Federal Center Southwest.
Getting one cycle ahead there would have been huge, as if I did, I would have been able to make an earlier, more direct bus which would have saved me 22 minutes over the entire run. Had I made that Green Line train, I would have made the earlier Blue Line successfully. As you'll see in just a moment, however, I still had one more chance to get ahead.
Alright, so once again, there's an earlier Blue Line that I might be able to get at Largo, which we are now approaching. It's a cross-platform transfer, so that shouldn't be too much of a hassle to get. So there it is, I think. This train has just got to stop in time. And then I can get that. Come on, stop. Please stop. Open the doors.
Doors opening on the left.
Open the doors. Yes. Yes. Got it. This is an earlier Blue Line. Made it. Alright, I don't think it's in the station yet, so should be good to go. plenty of time to spare for this one. There's my, well, that's the one before my other Orange Line train. So far the speed run is going well. Sorry.
With those transfers made, I should have no issues making the earlier The Bus in New Carrollton, which would take me straight to Greenbelt instead of College Park. That is, in theory.
Alright, here's the deal. My Orange Line was scheduled to get in a little bit later from now, which would have made me run for the P22, but it is early enough to where both platforms at New Carrollton are occupied. So what I want to be seeing is an Orange Line train heading to Vienna as soon as possible, and then I can make this bus.
Now, the connection to the earlier The Bus is only 2 minutes, and thanks to Purple Line construction, I have to run a very long distance up and down 2 escalators to the temporary bus base. Can I do it in time? And more importantly, can I do it without something else going horribly wrong?
Right, sorry. Excuse me. Please hold there. Please. Alright, so here's the deal. That bus right there is supposed to be the P22. But the driver who's supposed to do it is late. He's not here yet, so hopefully he leaves in the next few minutes. Otherwise I'm gonna have to go back to my old route.
Yeah, that trip was nearly dropped. That bus left 25 minutes late, which means back to my slower original plan.
31 left early, so I can't risk the other one getting dropped, so see what I can do from here. Okay, so I'm at College Park now. Unfortunately, I was doing a film getting off the bus because it's raining, but here I think I'm back on my original schedule. Unfortunately, not an early one, but hopefully things should be okay to get the record. Alright, here's my green line. There's actually the one before the one I wanted, but it's slightly delayed, so I was, combined with a slightly early P31 bus, I was able to make this. So we'll see how the rest of my run plays out. Hopefully well. You can see because of the rain, trains are operating in manual mode now, which is going to slow things down. Hopefully not enough to lose the record though.
That's going to be important later. For context, Metro recently reintroduced automatic train operation, or ATO, on all 6 lines. Trains run much faster in ATO, but unfortunately for speedruns, they revert back to the slower manual mode in the rain.
Please move to the center of the car.
Alright, so this train is going to become the southbound Green Line train. Hopefully it doesn't cause too many delays. That's the only thing I want at this point. Alright, so I've moved
all the way to the back of the train to make that transfer at Fort Taunton a little bit easier at my next stop. Unfortunately, I'm not ahead of my schedule anymore like I used to be because the bus dropped the trip, but if everything goes okay from here, I should still be able to get the record. What I did earlier is known as pre-walking, or walking to the door where the station exit lines up before getting to the station. It saves time, which is especially important for speedruns, and I better do it again in just a minute.
Alright, over the next few stations.
When boarding,
I'm gonna move farther back.
doors open.
Same thing at Friendship Heights. A freight train. There's the front of the train. As we arrive into Shady Grove. I'm not sure why we stopped. But nonetheless, I gotta head to the back of the train. Or a little bit, what will be the front. To put myself in a good position to catch the M42 and 44 buses. A 1 minute bus transfer because this train was late. See if I can do it. Excuse me? There it is.
I unfortunately stopped recording here by accident, so I'll have to ask you now. Will I make the M42 bus? Vote now on your phones. Unfortunately from here, there isn't a lot of video footage I have left, as first of all, it was raining, and second, I forgot to bring a standby battery. I did take photos of every station though to prove that I really did visit each station, and I'll include them in this video as I visit them.
Alright, so I made the bus. We got to Glenmont a few minutes late though, so I'm gonna have to run for this train. Alright, made it here. There's supposed to be a train in 2 minutes. We will see about that. I'm not sure when it's going to get here. Alright, another tight transfer made. Up one car.
The next few trains of the run are relatively uneventful, so besides the rain and my phone battery ticking lower, there wasn't much to worry about anyways. I made all my scheduled transfers, but from Vienna, there's one more critical one that I have to get that Classy Whale did not. Will I make it?
Alright. This should be the train that takes me to the train to victory.
To the Silver Line.
Oh, there it is. Is that it? Okay, it's not
Doors
there
opening
yet.
on the left.
Okay, I'll make it. This is interesting though. Alright, made the transfer.
I've now made it one transfer past Classy Whale, but the record isn't mine yet. Remember how I said trains run in manual mode in the rain? That means an operator can choose to go really slow if he wants to. In Mr. Whale's words himself, this driver has absolutely no lead foot. We don't exceed 45 miles per hour and absolutely crawl into stations slower than I've ever experienced before. This caused a lot of delay over the long stretch of the Silver Line, but will it cost me the record? Vote now on your phones.
Doors opening on the left. Doors open.
Alright. So that is my final time. 7 hours, 35 minutes, and 40 seconds. In the words of Classy Whale, we got silver on the Silver Line. I'll see if I can go for gold tomorrow, but for now, we ended off with a silver on the Silver Line. Alright, I know the setup for recording the outro is bad, but between mic issues and it being 1 a.m., I really have no other choice but to record it on my phone. So, yeah, I think overall the day itself went pretty well. It is still faster than the fastest verifiable record by Zach Lincoln than the fastest one that's on full video by Classy Whale, but there is a guy who's claimed to have a 7 hour and 34 minute record. He says he's going to upload a video about it soon. We'll see about that. For now, I'll let you be the judge on whether I have the record or not, but given how the day went with especially with the canceled bus, it was definitely interesting. So thank you for watching. I will probably be uploading some more content on transit in the near future, so if you'd like to subscribe for that, then go ahead. I'm not going to make you though. And yeah, that's it. Have a good one.